thanks to Susie here, the bookseller. A small independent bookshop without hundreds of thousands of books you don't want to buy, with booze. It's a brilliant idea. When I first came to Chicago, I was with the Mekons, and oh, it says that here. So I'll just read this. I won't explain it. But we listened to a lot of country music, but I never really, thought about playing it or attempted to play it. We made an album called Fear and Whiskey that everybody said sounded like it was a country record. We just thought it was a punk rock record with violins and accordions on it. But it wasn't until I went to Nashville and I went all over America looking for, authentic cowboy thrills. And couldn't find it anywhere. And then we came to Chicago and somebody took us down to the R&R Ranch on Randolph Street after a gig at the Nashville. 1987, the Mekons' second tour of the United States. Decked out in big hats, pearl buttons, black embroidered western shirts, pointy boots and collar tips, the cool civilian uniform that offers outsiders a direct line to the core of the American cowboy myth, we stumble into the Double R Ranch, a subterranean honky-tonk deep beneath the shiny skyscrapers of Chicago's Loop. Up on stage below wall-mounted longhorns and cowhide maps of Texas, a band of old guys called the Sundowners are halfway through an all-night set. Their lovely, rasping western harmonies guiding a crew of sozzled city folk down the long trail to dawn. Looks like we got a band here, says singer Bob Boyd, and invites us up to play a few numbers. It's a disaster. 2 out of the 3 of the Sundowners duck into the shadows and hit the bar, grateful for a break, but guitarist Don Wall stays and plays with us. His beautiful fluid guitar lines hold us together like a powerful glue, and pass our racket off as something the regulars can tolerate. He smiles encouragingly and does not seem alarmed by how crap we are. Maybe he recognizes kindred spirits. Maybe we're all smashed. Who cares? In a hard city a million miles from the country, we're all exiles trying to keep our feet out of the corporate dog shit and forget all the divisions, injustices, and casual brutalities that make this place so terrifying. Like so many hillbilly hopefuls, the Sundowners have been drawn to Chicago by the magnet of WLS's National Barn Dance. They headed north with big dreams, and they hit town on the wrong side of the curve and were left to earn a working man's living in a shrinking scene that was all but paved over by the time the Mekons came stalking the honky-tonks. For 30 years, Kurt, Bob, and Don played grueling 8-hour, 5-night-a-week shifts in the clubs on Madison Street and the Double R Ranch in the Loop. Finally, they had their own place out on Mannheim Road, out by the airport, where with never a cuss word spoken on stage, they plucked 1,000 drunken requests from bulging folders of handwritten lyric sheets that spanned the breadth and depth of American music. They projected their 3-part harmonies out over the pissed-up chatter and clinking of glass through the hovering nicotine fog and watched as visiting baseball stars and obscure Midwestern TV cowboys carved their names in the furrowed tabletops. All was gracious and aloof, even when lame local anchormen and British punk rockers stumbled on stage to murder the classics. They each had opportunities to break for the big time, to play the Nashville game. They stuck it out in Chicago, comfortable in each other's company, and stood their ground together, and for us, that was half the attraction. I wasn't quite at home when I moved to Chicago. My band was in legal limbo, and I was stuck out in the deep suburbs, broke and sleeping in my girlfriend's parents' attic. We liked to hang out at the Sundowners Ranch, perched on bar stools just round the corner from the swinging doors marked Bulls and Heifers. It was the only place where I knew anybody, our little oasis in the sprawl, with its relentless John Wayne rec room decor and a surreal food menu that climaxed with something called a Chili Mac Salami Tamale Perch Bowl, the house special. After playing George Strait's All My Exes Live in Texas, Kurt would announce, 2 of my wives live in Illinois, one's in Indiana, and the other one? Well, she's in hell, I guess. He said that every time they played the song, which was just about every time I saw them. Also, my first 2 wives left me, but this one just won't. And a personal favourite, this song's called Never Hit Your Grandmother with a Shovel. Which still makes me laugh. And they'd always ask me up to play, which was flattering, scary, and ultimately educational. Back in Leeds, Rico Bell and me would do Buck Owens covers in pubs, and even our friends wouldn't come. So to get on stage and sing Hank and Johnny with the Sundowners in front of a crowd of genuinely mean and inebriated Americans meant tangible vindication, a rite of passage. That acceptance of me coming here and doing what I wanted to do was what I loved most about this contradictory place, where ordinary people go dancing and drinking on a Saturday night under the flags and guns and skulls that just give the faintest glimpse of the dark, violent face white America shows the rest of the world.
Yeah.
She is dancing with death in the dark dress. Yes, she is dancing with death in the dollar dress. In the dollar dress. Well, there's a box in an attic in a rundown northern town. A key on the shelf so you can look inside. There's a song that will pick you up and spin you round. A photograph and a letter left behind. Your life. Do you know where you've been today? It's sewn into the fabric of your lives. It's washed and mended, worn away. And she is dancing with death. Dollar dress. Yes, she is dancing with death in the dollar dress. In the dollar dress. Now the hooter's sounding, the whole town shakes again. A line of ghosts clock out at the factory gates. Cousins, sisters and brothers split it home. They fill the streets and make the traffic wait. Will fly, still fly. If the wind don't blow today, it's sewn into the fabric of your life. Washed and mended, worn away. And she is dancing with death in the dollar dress. Yes, she is dancing with death